Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy Youngster Jake, aka ProVictini, the Mass himself. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time. I'm very sorry for that. A few things have happened that I wanted to take care of, and well, the main reason is I've been working on a very big project that's taken up most of my time, if not all my time. I managed to squeeze this in today because I found this is very cool. So today, history has been made. Well, actually a few hours ago. All the Generation 1 Pokemon have been re-added into Pokemon Sword and Shield. I was gonna do a video on this like a few days ago when somebody was successfully able to transfer over Typhlosion into the game. If you don't know, Typhlosion is not obtainable in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And well, now, all of Generation 1's Pokemon are in the game. And we're gonna see how they look in just a second here. For this morning, I was hard at work installing this and adding all of the Pokemon into the game. Well, I didn't make the models. They were done by somebody else. I don't know if I can link it. We have our boy Articuno back in the game. And if you look at moves and such, he's got moves. I believe these moves are actually in Pokemon Sword and Shield. We'll check that out in a second here, however. But he's here. Unfortunately, there's no cry. I guess that is something that we have to go do ourselves later on. But still, this is a step in the right direction here. Like a big step in the right direction here. If this can be done, and if Typhlosion can be done, I'm sure that if it gives it like a year or two for really talented people to do some models and such, we can have all of the Pokemon from every generation back in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Look at this. We got Zapdos here, Moltres, Dratini, Dragoneer, and Dragonite. But that's not all. So over here, we're not about this yet. This is a video. This is something I've been working on as well, but we're not looking at this. See here, look at all this. So some of the Pokemon that are already in the game, as you see, will have overworld. I kind of wanted to see what would happen. Well, not kind of want to see what I want to happen. I want to show you that, hey, these Pokemon are not obtainable in the game that I'm showing you here. So here, let's start from the beginning here, shall we? We've got Pidgey here. I never would have thought I would be happy to see Pidgey in the game. Like, seriously. I don't know why, but for some reason, I always didn't really like Pidgey. I mean, I feel like it was because I lost a shiny Pokemon. Like, when my very first shiny Pokemon was a Pidgey, and I killed it, not knowing it was a shiny Pokemon. And so I feel that's kind of why I'm sour towards Pidgey. But hey, he's back. Here we got Pidgeot. We got Pidgeotto. And like, again, I've gone ahead and taught them moves that they normally will be able to learn. But if they'll be able to use them in the game, I don't know. We'll see in a second here. Yes, okay. So I guess I imported a shiny Fearow here. I wasn't too sure if the shiny model will be in the game or not, but we got the shiny Fearow here, which is nice. What kind of moves did I teach you? Agility, Jolt Peck, and Fury Attack. We could have done better. Now it is important to note, these Pokemon cannot Dynamax. So let's say I do my Dynamax level up to like the full ability there, or the full max level. I won't be able to use it. It just crashes to the game. Enough about this. I want to go try out these Pokemon. We'll look at the other Pokemon in a second here, but I want to try them out. I want to see if they're actually able to perform in battle and what the game does if we battle with these said Pokemon. And I also made it so that on Route 1, we have a 100% chance encounter for Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, and then a 90% encounter for our Lord and Savior Helix, Omanyte, and Kabuto as well. But I want to see what happens when we battle these Pokemon. Are we able to battle with them? Oh, he's so happy. He's like, man, I got Pokemon in this game that can't even be obtained anywhere else. Ha ha ha. Okay, come here. Oh, a little Snom, buddy. Hey there, little Snom. Look at my Articuno. Fitting, right? So we got the nice hill scene here with Articuno. I think it makes sense, right? So what happens if we go ahead and use Gust? Oh, it attacks! Okay. Alright, I never would have expected that. So does that mean that the attacks are already, like, they were supposed to be in the game at one point or another, or did the mod, like the hacker, actually bring back the attacks as well? That's very interesting. Now I want to go ahead and see what happens if we use Zapdos here. Look at that. So we have Zapdos, we got the moves Ancient Power, Agility, Pluck, and Thunder Wave. So let's swap this with Articuno. Of course, I don't even know how I gotta say that. You know how it is. Let's go ahead. Ooh, okay, nice and powerful Pokemon. That's fitting for Zapdos as well. Zapdos is nice and powerful Pokemon. It just feels very ominous that there's no cry. And no, it's not because I don't have my cries enabled or whatever in the game. It's just there's no cry of these Pokemon. I can add them post-production, but I feel like that will kind of devalue the video. I want to make this seem as legit as possible, right? Because this is incredible. It's what? The game's been out for more than a month now. It's been a month and like 7 days. And this has already been accomplished. So I really feel like at this point in time, the Gamefreak really just had big time constraints when it came to the production of Pokémon Sword and Shield. Because it literally took hackers a month and like 7 days of accomplishing this. And probably not even. Like, I bet you they probably started working on this like near the end of November. So in reality, it probably took them like maybe 22 days-ish? 25 days? I'm not too sure. I would like to get in contact with the hacker though. So if you're watching this video, I would like to interview with you on this and how you did it, and like if it's possible for other Pokemon to get in the game. I feel like it's time to go to a different area, and I feel it's time to go to Route 1 actually. Let's see what happens at Route 1 if we encounter a wild, I don't know, I was gonna say wild. That's why I shouldn't be recording videos at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's because I'm recording this. I was so excited when I saw this. I've been keeping in touch with the hacking community just because there's been a lot of cool little mods been coming out. And when I saw this pop up, I was like, oh boy, I gotta go get some new pants. So, on this route right here, like I said, you can get Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Kabuto, and Omanyte. What happens? Okay, I guess in the game's head, you attack, and it's a shiny egg. Alright. It's a shiny egg. That's kind of weird. Can we battle said shiny egg? I want to send out Dragonite here, though. Is the shiny egg gonna attack us? That's weird. Oh, it looks so beautiful, though. No, okay, so I guess we just automatically run from the battle. That's very, very weird. And you see that like the frame kind of jitters there. So I guess in the game right now, you still can't encounter these Pokemon, but you can battle with them. That is very cool regardless. So I mean, I could go through all of these with you guys and like narrate through all of them, but I don't think I'll be doing that. Instead, I'll be showing you a few of my favorites that I'm really, really happy that are in the game. Over here. Hold on. Hold the horsies here. I don't know why I'm... Oh! So I guess Crobat isn't at all in the game right now. Like, period. That's kind of weird. But hey, we got like a non-talking Pikachu here. With the moves Swift, Air Cutter, and Cross Poison and Confuse Ray. Alright, Pikachu. You're not smoking, not crack, buddy. There we go. We got the custom Diglett there. But Diglett's already in the game regardless. We got Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. This is by far my favorite one that's back in the game. I'm really, really happy that Alakazam is back. So here it actually says the Pokemon's pretty jolly by nature. We first met one of them on a July, Jake. On a December 23rd. Yes, I should really not be recording at 4:30 in the morning. On December 23rd, 2019, it was in a mystery zone. It likes to run. At the time, this Pokemon level 0. Okay, alright there. What else do we got here? So that's it for that box. Let's see. What's in the next box here? We got Victreebel. I want to see what Dugong looks like. Oh, look at that. I saw this a while back. This is one of the very first Pokemon that actually got hacked into Pokemon Sword and Shield that hackers brought back from the dead. Or, I guess not from the dead, but just from, like, across the Galar border in this case. So there we go. Good to see you back, Dugong. And same with you, Seal, you little cute little buddy. I love that, still love that little tongue sticking out. To me, it's just like, I really, really would like to have an honest answer from Gamefreak, which we probably never would get, as to why this wasn't done properly in the first place. You know, like, it doesn't make sense to me. If I know this is reused models, I believe these models were brought back from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, but still, they look really good regardless, you know, like, I get the sense that they didn't want to reuse old models, but to an extent, I feel like Pokemon fans would have been a lot happier with reused models instead of their favorite Pokemon being cut from the games. Oh, I guess Kingler's not in the game either. So we got Staryu here. Ooh. Scyther gang. Look at Jinx. He's doing the Samba, baby. Oh, yes. Look at those titties. Electabuzz, good to see you, Lieutenant Surge. I like to call him Lieutenant Surge because whenever I say Electabuzz, I think of the beating I got from Lieutenant Surge with Electabuzz. Magmar. Look at those pincers. He's ready to chomp your dick off. Tauros. Ooh. That one, I like the little black outlines it has on Porygon. That looks nice and clean. Real clean. Here we go. Our Lord and Savior Helix. Look at those tentacles go. Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. You know, I don't know if you guys know that song or not. Now, this is what you get for 4:30 a.m. in the morning, Jake, okay? So I'm sorry. Kabuto. Those eyes, man. Those eyes still look ominous as hell. And they kind of look like they're floating there. But hey. We got Kabutops over here. Oh, our boy Aerodactyl. This is also one of the very first Pokemon that got brought back from the Galar, or I don't know why I keep saying brought back from the dead. I mean to say brought across from the Galar border. Look at that. The roar, crunch, agility, scary face. Now, later on, I will do a compilation of all these Pokemon in battle. But for now, I'm just gonna go over all these Pokemon. Like, I'm really, really, like, just happy. This is such a good Christmas present, honestly. And I hope this is a good Christmas present for you all as well. Despite a lot of you, actually, from polls I've done in the last few weeks, / months, a lot of you are not too concerned that these Pokemon weren't brought back from the other games. So, but hey, to those that are really interested in this, here we go. Magneton looks clean as hell. I have to say that. I'm very surprised that Magneton was not brought back from other games. What here? Let's see. For all those Nidoking fans over here, no summary. Here we go. Or Nidoking and Nidoqueen fans. Nidoran question mark. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really say like the gender here, but we all know the gender. Nidorino, Nidoqueen, Nidorino, Nidoran question mark, Nidorino, Nidoking. And then these Pokemon in the game. I don't really know where you can catch Clefairy actually, but I guess it's in the game. I imported this thinking that it's not in the game, and these Pokemon I just imported knowing that hey, these are in the game, but I just wanted to show you that hey, these are real, you know. So a few things to note, that Pokemon that don't fly or float, when they are thrown out into battle, they kind of stay up in the air and they look weird. And as you already know, there's no cries as of right now. Yeah, look at that. It looks very weird. Taurus is kind of standing there. He's like, oh no. EX.exe brain not working. And then there's also something else to talk about real quick. I was gonna make a video on this a while back, but I decided against it just because, I don't know, I felt like the video would only be like 5 minutes long. And even though I've done videos like that in the past, I wanted to wait till more information got out. And while not more information is out on this topic, and that is modding for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and more particular, bringing back all your favorite Pokemon from past generations. So as of right now, people have been able to compile models of other Pokemon such as Typhlosion, even Lugia, and Ho-Oh into Pokemon Sword and Shield, using a program that somebody made. So it's now possible to actually create your own models and such for the games. So it's only about time before we go ahead and see more and more Pokemon into the game that are not supposed to be in the game. I also know of a hack right now where somebody has gone ahead and made it so that they're, instead of there only being, I think there's like 494 Pokemon obtainable or 495 Pokemon obtainable, they've gone ahead and actually implemented the national dex. So there's now, you can now actually capture 809 Pokemon. So on your Pokedex, it would say, here, let's go ahead and check this out. And you know, instead of saying seen 400 or caught 400, it will now say seen 809 and caught 809 or caught 400 of 809. So people are hard at work bringing back your favorite mons. So just wait. I'm giving it like 6 months or so before we will have all of Generation 2's models in the game. People are really hard at work here. Like, I'm very, very surprised that we're able to get this much progress in a month's time. Like, seriously, it's incredible. Let's try out... No. Let's try out somebody else here. Let's see what Porygon looks like. Porygon floats, so I don't think it should be a problem for us to send him out. Ouch! No effect. Alright, I guess we gotta use Psybeam here. Now, it's very interesting that the game functions normally when Swinub attacks Porygon. It's almost like these Pokemon were supposed to be in the game. But it's also interesting to note that we don't really get much experience from these Pokemon. So I want to go ahead and let's go to an area where we know powerful Pokemon are. And see if we get more experience from those Pokemon. And I believe if we go... Is it these lakes? No, it's over here. So there's I think there's level 40s over here we can go battle. Because if we don't get higher level Pokemon or high level experience, then that means that there's kind of like an error with how the game calculates the experience given to these Pokemon. Oh, it's also cool to note that when you go through your party, the Pokemon are also displayed there. So, I guess a lot of the models that you see in the instance decks are used throughout, like, different areas in the game. Alright, I feel like it's only fair that Aerodactyl versus Gengar. Because you made it across, but Aerodactyl did not. So, we go for a nice and super effective crunch here. Eat that up. Oh, yes. Again, I apologize for my commentary this early in the morning. But it's very interesting to see what's gonna happen after this. Are we still gonna get 4 experience from this battle, or are we gonna get more? I'm hoping we'll get more, because if we don't, that means that later on, once all the Pokemon have been imported from different generations, somebody will have to go, and I say somebody because I don't know how to do this. I wish I knew how to do this stuff. I'm learning at this point in time because I'm very interested to see like how the game works. So maybe I can contribute to this as well. Aerodactyl fainting. Oh, that's not good. So we don't get any experience now, do we? No, we do. Okay. So no, it seems that even the experience is calculated right in the game. So that's nice. That is really nice. Or at least it seems that way. And if we go to Pokecamp here, it'll crash. Yeah, the software is closed because an error occurred. So that's no fun. That's conclude today's video. Let me know what other things you'd like to see me do with these Generation 1 Pokemon being implemented into Pokémon Sword and Shields. I've already accomplished a few things I wanted to see, and that it was what would happen if we encountered Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres in the wilds. How the experience is divided in this game with Generation 1 Pokemon being added in Pokémon Sword and Shields. It's really nice to see this much progress has been made in like less than 2 months' time. I'm really excited to see what would happen in like 3-4 months' time, or even a year's time. But for now, that's all. Until next time, peace out, see you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day.